everybody. So we're down here on this absolutely beautiful day, and we're getting ready to put a headliner in this 06 Chevy 2500. So we thought we would take you along for the ride, show you how we do it and what it looks like after we're done. So I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like right now. It is pretty rough. We've already started some of the disassembly process, got the headlight, the light out of it and stuff right there, but it is, like I said, pretty rough, because apparently at some point in time this got moisture in it. So what happens when these get moisture? Obviously they come apart. We already know this, but like I said, I've already fixed that, and I blacked the lights out on top while I was doing it. How I fixed it? Well, I knew you were going to ask. So what I did is I actually pulled the lights out, I blacked them out, and then I used butyl rope, stretched it out, put it along there where the original gasket would have been after I scraped all the old gasket off, and boom, perfectly good seal, no more leaks. But anyway, let's get into this repair. So I knew this headliner was not going to be fun to remove. I just didn't know how bad it was going to be. The reason I say that is because it had a bunch of electronics and stuff up in the headliner itself. It had a speaker, and it had a center console up in the front. It also had the digital display that was on the mirror itself, so the mirror had to come loose, as well as all the stuff that went to the rear light. It had to come loose. And that's, like I said, it's just kind of part of it. But GM did glue the wiring to the back of the headliner, so it's not like you could detach it and leave that all in the upper part of the cab of the truck. So literally had to go and dismantle part of the dash itself, including the instrument cluster, because there was a wire that ran behind it going over to the center part of the dash, which ran up to the mirror itself, and then a couple others that had stuff going into the fuse box. So we had to disassemble that and kind of massage them up through the path and come out by the front of the dash. And you just have to be very careful not to damage the connectors when you remove them, and as you're removing the wiring up through the space that you have in order to get them out. And that's the only way we were able to get that headliner out. So if you ever do that, just bear in mind, take your time, don't get in a rush, and don't get frustrated, because there is a way to get them out. You just have to kind of push them forward underneath the dash itself. And that's why the center console that's why when we take out the instrument cluster and the center con, you're able to reach back in there and kind of move the wiring where you need to. So that will make it easy for you, and let's get back into this. Okay, what a chore that was. So we finally got the headliner out of that thing and got all the backing stripped off of it to where we can lay down our new material, which we're using a light gray suede, which matches what's in the interior already. What I'm going to be sticking it on with is 3M Super Trim adhesive, and this stuff is pretty good stuff, so don't get it on your fingers or you're going to wear it for a while. And by the end of it, you'll see why, because I'll probably get some on me and I'll have it on there for a few days. But for now, let's go ahead and get this thing finished out, and I'll show you how I do it. So I am getting the material on there. I'm using the iron to iron out all of the imperfections and wrinkles and get it to lay flat. That also helps it to contour to the shape of the backing board itself. Now if you notice, what I'm doing is I'm spraying on the backing board and spraying on the material itself. That way it helps the adhesion, and so does the heat. Now what I didn't show you is the way I got off the old backing material, I actually used a dual action sander with some very light sandpaper in order to get all the old rubber and stuff off of it and clean it up to where we could get everything to adhere properly to the original backing board, so there's no imperfections and stuff in it. Because if you leave any of that old stuff on there, for one, it'll pull loose, and second, it's going to make a spot in the new material. You'll be able to see it underneath. So hope that helps. So what I'm doing now, I've got the headliner flipped over on the where I can access the back of it, and I'm basically just cutting places in the material to where I can fit the center console and like the speaker, the interior lighting and stuff for that back into the headliner, because there is holes there and we have to be able to access that. So I'm splitting the material, folding it back, and crimping it along the edge of the hole to where it has a nice clean rounded edge and a good finish. You can't see any of the material when you put the component back into it. So that's what I'm doing, and if you ever want to do one of these, I recommend you do that too. All right, so we got it done. Here it is. Let's check it out. And there is the new headliner. In all of its glory. May have to vacuum it off a little bit, but I think it turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? So, got everything fixed up the way it was. And now it's just a matter of getting this bad boy back in there, and that's going to be a chore in itself. So let's get to it. All right, so it is that time of day. The customer is here to pick up his 06 cateye. Let's go ahead and capture his reaction when he sees this headliner. Oh yeah. It's awesome. Yep, it is all, looks like brand new. All right, and there it is, guys. Another one bites the dust. So, yeah, that's right. I said it. I couldn't help it. But, you know, like I said, customer absolutely loves it. The conversation we had before he left is, you know, he's going to be bringing his vehicle back for some more work. So you'll be seeing that truck here in the future. But unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode.